Wrestling Then and Now, a movie I made back in the early 2000s, which features wrestling legends that are no longer with us. And there's some interesting things about this movie. When it first came out, of course, I had to distribute this the old-fashioned way, which is make VHS tapes, put them in a nice puffy envelope so it wouldn't get destroyed, and individually mail it out to people. And we did have some individual screenings from time to time, and the first time, once when I held in Lancaster, California, did pretty well. The auditorium was relatively full. But the thing about this movie is that people who like this aren't necessarily all in one place, because in this movie I'm dealing with the East Coast wrestling scene, such as it was back in the early 2000s, as well as what was going on the West Coast. And of course I've got an interesting fight there where Jane Tricka, who unfortunately passed away last December, December the 12th, but she was known as Casey Cavanaugh. You might have seen her in the movie Scary Movie, where she plays Coach Man. But anyway, in my movie, she wrestles Brian Walsh, and it's her first time in the ring. And last New Year's Day, a very interesting thing happened. I finally hit 500 on my YouTube channel. And one of the things that you can do now that you've reached 500 is you can live stream your movie, and you can have a chat at the same time. And so I spoke with Evan Ginzburg, who, by the way, Evan went on from making this movie to being an associate producer for the award-winning movie The Wrestler, starring Mickey Rourke. And Evan Ginzburg and I will be here on February the 8th at 11 a.m. Eastern Time, and we will stream Wrestling Then and Now. And if you have any questions about any of the wrestlers, or want to ask Evan questions or me questions, you can actually enter it there in the chat, and we can be there and we can enter it back and all. Also, another thing that happened as a result of this movie is I actually wound up getting a 3-year gig helping Deanne Booher, a.k.a. Matilda the Hun from the Gorgeous Ladies of Wrestling. I was able to assist her making her autobiography, Glamazon Queen Kong, My Life in Glitter, Guts, and Glory. Now, how did she get in contact with me? Well, she was cruising on the internet, and she read my page about the movie Wrestling Then and Now, and noticed that I was selling the movie out of a post office box in Seal Beach, California, where Deanna Booher was also selling things out of the same post office. So I had my number there, and she actually wound up calling me. And anyway, we got together, and it was quite amazing. And I worked with her on her book, and we also tried to get the series off the ground, which is kind of difficult because of her health problems. But we tried to get a series off the ground for her called Planet Glamazon. So what I'm going to do, in addition to Wrestling Then and Now, is we'll also stream some of the best from Planet Glamazon and some of the other videos that I was able to help create with Deanna Booher. But anyway, be sure to check out my channel, Walkertown Mediawerx. Subscribe or make yourself a member, I don't care, but like a few videos and all that. That way, when February the 8th comes up, you'll see it pop up, and you won't forget to come over and watch Wrestling Then and Now, and maybe ask Evan a question. And we're going to extend this invitation to a number of people, so who knows who might show up. There might be some people involved in the movie who might show up that'll be able to answer your questions. There might be other wrestlers. We had some wrestlers, professional wrestlers, say really good things about this movie. So go to my channel, subscribe, and when February the 8th comes down at 11 o'clock Eastern Time, of course, out here in Las Vegas time, that's 8 in the morning, but we'll be here watching Wrestling Then and Now and watching some interesting selections from Deanna Booher's experience as a lady wrestler. That's what she called herself. Was involved in all sorts of different wrestling cards with Glow, PAL, and a number of other interesting organizations, and some TV shows that she appeared on back in the 90s. So subscribe to this channel, and I'll see you on February the 8th.